Welcome back to the Salem Scoop, which exists to report on the good things that God is doing in and through Salem families and communities during this global pandemic. We are in the month of October, and things are starting to feel a little back to normal. Last month, on September 13th, we had our fall kickoff event, which welcomed back people to in-person worship, where we were able to give away these fun Salem logoed masks. And we were also able to start our live stream worship services of both traditional and contemporary services. I'd like for us to take a listen now to some of our ministry leaders who have either started in-person ministry or have continued with their virtual offerings. Let's take a listen.
Hello, Salem Scoop friends. We have had a couple of really exciting months in children's ministry. We had the opportunity to gather together safely in September and do an Awana celebration and drive-through for all of our students and clubbers in Awana who earned awards last year at the end of the year, and for those who are starting this year so they could pick up their books and their new awards that they're going to be earning this year. And it was just such a great opportunity able to see our families. Another thing that we've started then this year is we've given our Awana families two options. They have the Awana at home option, where families can work together at their own pace and work their way through their books, memorizing verses and learning Bible lessons together at home. And an Awana online version, where we gather on Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30. We do a short devotional and then break out into small groups, and students can share their verses. They can connect with a small group leader who's thinking about them and praying for them throughout the week, as well as other clubbers who are doing that online option. We've had a few weeks of that, and it has been so much fun to be able to see our students online and get connected with them in that way. Another thing that we're offering and have started up this year again is our preschool program. So preschool looks a little bit different this year, but we started this week and have had 2 full days back. We're doing half days, groups of 10 or less, but our kiddos are glad to be back in the classrooms and working with their teachers again. It was so much fun to be at the welcoming and greeting check-in the last couple of days to see our families coming into preschool, excited and ready for this new adventure that they're having. Thanks so much, you guys, and we hope you're all doing well.
Salem Sport Ministry is wrapping up a fun start to the fall, where we hosted Wednesday family fitness hours, where we welcomed families into Salem's parking lot and just had a lot of movement activities and games and just fun outside and reconnecting with one another. We also are just wrapping up about 6 weeks of adult cornhole beanbag toss nights on Thursday nights from 6:30 to 8. We had Dave Shirley and Dave Hamilton make us some really nice Salem logoed boards for that, and we look forward to playing that into the fall and winter. Be checking your weekly Salem email for more sport ministry offerings.
How exciting to see all these different things that are happening here at Salem and through Salem's ministry out into the community and into the world. I hope that you're taking advantage of many of them. One of the central pieces, of course, of our ministry is worship. And every week we're able to gather together. It's been so exciting this fall to be able to have limited capacity in-person worship here in our church building, as well as live streaming and hearing from and seeing the numbers of people increasing who are participating in our worship on Sunday mornings. How exciting for us to be here on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock for our traditional worship services in the church sanctuary. And here in our contemporary worship space at 11 o'clock on Sunday mornings. It's been so great for us to be able to have both in-person and live-streamed worship. And we've seen a fruit coming out of both of those as people have connected some who had never been connected with Salem, connecting with us through our recorded and now live stream services and actually coming here to our in-person, and others who have not been able to get out at all and have missed being a part of our worship, sensing being together with others during our worship times at 9 and at 11. One of the things that our live streaming opens up for us is the opportunity and need for more people to be involved in helping make it happen. We've got a great solid team of volunteers who are working the technical aspects of it, of cameras and sound and lights and all the rest. But we could use some more people. We need another team so that we can rotate volunteers. If you feel God's nudge at all to find out more about that, please contact our church office. We'd love to tell you more about that. Have somebody from our tech team contact you and let you know what you might be signing up for. It's a fun way and a meaningful way to be a part of what God is doing in and through Salem in these days. Thank you for making worship at the center of your life, and want to encourage you once again to make sure that whether it's in person or part of our live stream services at 9 o'clock and or at 11 o'clock, you join us, that you make it a part of your weekly routine. Because when we encourage each other in our worship of God on Sundays, we overflow with worship and honor to God throughout the week. So thank you for your support and your partnership in this ministry, and God bless you.
The Adult Sunday School Ministry team is very excited that we will be able to start Adult Sunday School classes once again. The first class that we have scheduled following the beginning of the COVID crisis is entitled The Christian Church in Scientific Thought. This class will start on Sunday, October 18th, and will be offered for 3 consecutive Sundays. Dale Gentry, who is a member of Salem, will be teaching this class. Dale has been a faculty member at the University of Northwestern for the last 10 years, and he is associate professor of biology and biochemistry there. He has a PhD in atmosphere, environmental, and water resources. He is the executive director of Disciple Science, a nonprofit media production company exploring the intersection of science and Christian faith. I believe this should be a very interesting class. In preparation for my comments, I took a look out on the website called Rate My Professors, and there was a mention of Dale there. And Dale had a rating of 4.3 out of a possible 5 points. Some of the comments some of the students said was, he is a really interesting professor. Another one said, take good notes. Another one said, Dale Gentry is an awesome professor, best I've ever had. Another one said, Dr. Gentry is a friendly and funny professor. Adult Sunday School classes will be held right here in the sanctuary immediately following traditional worship service on Sunday mornings. Other classes that we have scheduled and are upcoming include Pilgrims and Puritans with Skip Sundberg, the Gospels as Stories with Jeanine Brown, Deuteronomy's Vision and the Christian Church with Peter Vogt, Faith, Hope, and Love with John Dunn, A Day in the Life of Police Chaplain with our own Tom Johnson, Bible Characters You Wish You'd Met with David Howard, and then finally we'll be wrapping up the year with 7 Hebrew words every Christian should know with John Afonso.
Well, good morning, or afternoon, or whatever it is when you're tuning in. My name is Laura KOZAMCHAK, and I'm really excited to announce an update on Faith 2020, which will be starting here at Salem in the fall. We're excited to offer this adult Christian education opportunity, and it will begin next week on October 14th, Wednesday, at 7 p.m. via Zoom. We'll do the first 2 sessions Wednesday evenings via Zoom, and then hopefully we'll do this on Sundays in person, pending the COVID situation. Our first study will center on the Gospel of Matthew, and it's entitled, A City on a Hill, Shining the Light of Christ in Our Community. It will be led by me. I'm really excited to share. Each week we'll be looking at a couple of passages from Matthew, and then we're going to be discussing what the scripture teaches on how we can shine a light in our community can be taken by us into our community, even as we face our current challenges, such as the COVID situation, our desire for increased social justice, and as we face our election time as well. The next study series after my first one is going to be led by Dr. Victor Exebo, and that's going to be for the month of November. He's going to be teaching us all about liberation theology around the world. And again, that promises to be an exciting time for both study and discussion, whether we're on Zoom or in person. We really hope to see you there. Again, this Faith 2020 begins next Wednesday, October 14th at 7 p.m. via Zoom. Please check the Salem website for more details and the link to join. I hope to see you there.
And finally, we just want to make sure that you're staying connected with us. So we have created an online connection card that you can use to send in your prayer requests, ministry questions, or to be added to Salem's weekly email. You can find that link on Salem's website, or it's also posted in our live stream services. And that's the Salem Scoop.